And so comes the long-awaited guide to Jiren. You guys notice already, but of your own volition, you can do key damage, but I just don't think key damage is really good for Jiren. Obviously, key damage in and of itself is really busted in this game right now. In this current meta, key spam is just so damn powerful. Melee doesn't really stand a chance unless you really know what you're doing. In my opinion, I think melee just takes way more skill than key. I'm pretty sure most of the community also thinks so, but that's just me. But again, back to what I was saying, melee is probably the most efficient build for Jiren because of PvE, and not only because of PvE, but because of how the passives works. The key health bar, the key you gain back on M1s, those work really well with Jiren M1ing a lot. So without further ado, let's get started on how you should build your Jiren. So obviously when you start off, you'll be a fresh spawn with 2 points that you can invest into any statue you want. But obviously you're here for the guide and you want to know how to build it. So before we get started, I want to let you guys know that, again, this build is very PvE based, but can work for PvP, but it's just going to be way more difficult for you guys to play and have fun doing PvP because it's very close quarters combat based. You have to get up close, you have to land your M1s, you have to land your moves. All that nonsense against many key players, Namekians, Majins, it's just not going to be fun. If you can make it work, if you're a very good player, you are going to probably rock the shit out of them. Alright, so let's get right into the first stat that you want to invest in. It's going to be a total of 3 stat trees, and the first one that you immediately want to focus on until level 50 is going to be Key Max. Key Max is a really vital part of Jiren's kit, and in order to survive prolonged fights against NPCs and players, you'll want to invest quite a bit into it compared to other races, since our forms don't really provide much of a Key Max increase. So right off the bat, you'll want to invest 50 in the Key Max, and by the time you hit level 50, you should have 75 Key Max, and even further down the road, 125 Key Max by level 150. From my standpoint, I think that 125 Key Max is the minimum you should have by endgame. If you guys want, you can add a bit more into it. You can go up to 130, 140. I think 145 to 150 should be the maximum amount of Key Max you should have by the end. By the time you hit level 150. And that will be enough to sustain full emotion and most of your moveset. And with Jiren's passive giving more stats the lower HP you are, by the time you hit level 50 and you get your first form, throughout that entire beginning, it'll be very easy. It'll be very easy until mid-game. By the time you hit mid-game, and assuming you followed along with the build, the next thing you want to invest in is speed. Speed, like Key Max, is just as important for this build since you'll be frequently running hands with M1s and being able to throw out 5 punches at 100 speed, and by the time you hit level 150, 6 punches with full emotion, which is equivalent to 200 speed. You'll be able to take full advantage of the fact that you regain key on M1s, and on paper, and practically, it makes you immortal against NPCs such as Deborah and those that don't have hype armor. The last stat tree is obviously melee damage. I don't think I really need to brief you guys on how important it is for a Jiren build, and especially this Jiren build, so just dump the rest of your existing points into melee after getting Key Max and speed to its required amount. As you've seen in my previous videos, here and there I forgot to edit out my stat tree. Don't copy my stats. It is a complete hybrid build, and what I'm giving you, the information I'm giving you now, is actually probably the most efficient way to build a Jiren. When I first started the game, I never really thought that I was going to be playing much, but eventually I got addicted, as you guys can probably see. And I did do a hybrid tree. I invested in health, key damage, key max, uh, a lot into melee, speed, all that fun stuff. I did it purely because I was curious as to how it was going to work, and I wanted to do it. It's not as good as you guys think, but it also doesn't make that much of a difference when you're in endgame. And by the time Namek comes out, you'll be able to probably correct your build a bit more. So do not copy my build unless you want to, if you want to have fun. But having a full melee build will probably be very good in the near future. So do prepare yourself for that. But yeah. In the background, you guys can see that I left behind a few PvP clips for you guys to watch. If you want to learn from how I play and how I use my moveset, feel free to do so. But again, you don't have to. Find whatever move suits you well in combat. But I think one of the most necessary moves that you need right now, by the time you hit level 150, Final Blow, Flash Skewer, Meteor Crash, Flip Kick, Dive Kick, Justice Combination, and Super Rush. Everything else is up to you. You can interchange between moves however you like. If you want to use mine as reference, feel free to do so. So now we're gonna talk about all the different capsules that you'll need in order to really maximize the efficiency of this build. So let's get started with the first one, Key Capsule. When you're level 150 and you transform, you'll notice that there is an insane amount of drain. 1 second, let me get rid of all my key real quick. Surely there's a faster way. As you'll see, there is a insane amount of drain. So most of the time, especially in World Tournament, you'll probably be fighting in base form. I mean, it really depends on how you play. For me, I enjoy staying in base until I really need to transform. So having Key Capsule allows me to really stay on top of my key if I don't land my M1s against an opponent that loves to run and spam key, for example. So Key Capsule does help a lot. As for the rest, I think the next two will be crucial to Jiren. So no, not Dragon Jewel. Sorry guys. Dragon Jewel actually does not really make a difference to key drain when it comes to your form. There really is no difference. What I recommend using is Dragon Body. While above 50% key, take less damage, and that drops from the Bobby dungeon. I think it's an epic drop, so it's a pretty low percent chance of getting. You'll have to farm quite a bit in order to get it. Let's see. This can, when you're doing PvP, this can be changed out for Showstopper. I really like to use Showstopper. It really helps me when it comes to fighting in close quarter combat, landing my M1s and whatnot, so there is that. Dragon Body is obviously for PvE, so make sure you use that for PvE. And Breakthrough, really good for both PvE and PvP. It gives you, let's see, below 25% HP, do 30% more outgoing damage, but skills take 15% more key. Really does not matter because you're always going to be M1ing, whether it's PvE or PvP, so that will also help quite a bit. And as for me, my build, again, like I said, it's a crazy friggin' hybrid, so I am running the Speed Capsule because I want to get more speed. As for you guys won't have to because you'll have enough speed. For Speed Capsule, you guys can probably change it out for something along the lines of, let's see which one is a good one here, because there aren't really many good capsules. Burning Fighter is actually a pretty good one, so you could probably change it out for Burning Fighter if you guys want to. I really don't think there is an increase in drain, or as much of an increase in drain as I thought it would be, so you guys could use that for any extra stats. I think it gives, here, let's check real quick. So if I transform now without my Burning Fighter Capsule on, I get 231 melee. I guess I'll use that as a reference. And then when I put on Burning Fighter Capsule, transform. Let's take a peek. Yeah, 246, so it's a pretty decent increase in stats, since the final form does give you, what, plus 100 in every stat, so that will help. Oh, it looks like the drain is actually noticeably faster, so use it at your own risk. I don't know what other capsule to really use for it. Use whatever you find comfortable for you guys. For me, I'll stick to speed like always, because I love speed. I want to make a speed build so bad. And yeah, that's really all you need to know about Jiren and really how to build it efficiently and make it as good as possible. I don't know if I really covered every question from the comments that I've read, but if you guys do have more questions, just go ahead and throw them in the comment section. I'll see if I can respond ASAP. I usually take maybe 5 to 24 hours to respond, because I got stuff to be doing. So do forgive me if I really haven't covered every question available or asked. So there's that. Hope you guys really like this guide, and if it did help, hey man, subscription is free. Subscribe to me, man, and throw me a like as well. Thanks for watching. Peace.
I'm getting counted with tremendous power!